much to sell for?
153.
1.53 and sold. A warehouse off the plan in French's Forest. Who bought it?
Someone very local living here in French's Forest, buying it for their business, and this warehouse is gonna be one of a kind.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did it become one of a kind?
Well, off the plans, lots of people are scared away with off the plans, but these guys got very creative.
Yep.
So they picked us something that they could modify for their own needs, made them such good modifications that in that whole complex is going to be 83 warehouses, and there's going to be the most unique one.
And the nice thing there is that they're using the developers' money to modify it to how they want it.
Exactly.
So if they bought something
Mm.
30 years old, 20 years old, they may spend 50, 150, 250 modifying it. But buying it off the plan, they're getting exactly what they need.
Exactly. And everything is at cost.
Yep.
Everything is at cost. So you don't pay that high amount.
So they got even more.
Yeah.
What? Because they made it bigger, didn't they?
Yeah. They made it much bigger, added 30 square meters at the top.
Yep.
Enclosed the car space, added 2 different entrances to the warehouse. So if you want, you can rent half and use half.
Yep.
So future proofing it. So their plan is to use half, rent the other half, see how their business goes, and if they expand, they have the whole thing to themselves.
So explain to me what for that what did they actually get to buy? They bought a warehouse.
Yes, and an office.
Tell us about it.
Yes, so in here, everything we're selling is a warehouse downstairs and an office upstairs.
Yep.
It's 5.5 meters high.
Which is like 2 stories.
2 residential units, basically. Yep. And there's car space in the front. So what they did was they extended the mesh to the front.
Yep.
So car space is undercover.
Good hack.
And wait for it. Yeah. And they enclose the car space.
Wow. How many car spaces?
So 2 car spaces, but very big, 30 square meters.
That's clever.
So it's enclosed car space. So it could be more storage as well.
Well, it feels like a warehouse when you enclose a car space.
Exactly.
That's pretty clever. So they bought off the plan. They bought a warehouse. Listen to this, guys. This is incredible.
Yeah.
And then they Gucci'd their thing up and added value. They created saleable space by enclosing the car space.
Exactly. Because
like you can sell that later or rent that later.
Very much.
Because it's enclosed.
Enclosed, yeah. It's a storage.
Off their warehouse. So brand new, 1.53. They're going to be getting how many meters squared total?
A total. Let's do the math right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a big number.
It's going to be big.
So it's gone from something that's probably 120 meters squared. 112.
Plus.
Because they've done the Gucci goo, they've changed it all up. How much value have they added? I mean, in terms of size, then I'll ask about value.
They went 217 square meters in.
They doubled the space.
Doubled the space from 100.
So they paid for 112, but they're going to get almost double in bonus space that they haven't paid for. But if or they've done almost, they've spent a little bit more, not rack rate,
definitely,
because it's 10,000 a square meter.
Exactly.
And they've created double. Far out.
But the interesting part is because we're off the plans.
Yes.
Every time you go stages, the pricing go up.
Yes.
They bought it. Pricing went up after 2 weeks.
Wow.
They already made profit.
Wow.
So, and there's going to be one of a kind because they picked it in a way. It's at the very end.
Yep.
So no one drives there. That's why you could enclose the car space. Because no one drives there, you can park your car anywhere.
A lot of people don't have that vision to actually read a floor plan and see what you can do. So these guys have been pretty clever. Because I guess when you walk through a place, you see every single nook and cranny, and you go, "Yeah, this is me."
Exactly.
But when you can't see it, it becomes a couple degrees harder again.
Exactly.
And you're spending your money on it.
Very much.
Now, the thing I like, which is a hard number to explore, but the last time we did with the same developer, this is a development of 83 warehouses. We did a development of, I think it was 24 warehouses in French's Forest. Another one we did with them, 50 in Cromer. What I realised is there is a banana bump. I call it a banana bump. Once it actually is finished and completed and people can walk through, how much percentage-wise did you see the value actually go up in Warriewood?
Big time. The last sale there, my God, people are fighting for it because then people could actually see it in front of them. They could touch, they could feel.
Pay more.
And they were more confident to spend their money.
Wow.
And actually, they did spend a lot of money. Then, you know what, people have bought just before settlement.
Yep.
Yeah, before
Even just before settlement.
even just before
And then
settlement.
like a month after
Yeah.
they could walk through it.
Yeah.
So tell me, from the people that bought early,
Mhm.
really early, and the
Yeah.
people that, and the last one that we sold
Mhm.
finished,
Yeah.
what percentage difference would you estimate Warriewood would have been?
Warriewood. Well, I know the figure value. It was roughly 350 grand.
At 20-30%?
Yeah, 20-30%. So
Wow.
it's big. Only 2 years.
So there's a benefit for buying off the plan.
Yeah.
Another one. Not only can you make it yours,
Mhm.
you can modify it, with the builder pre-construction,
Yep.
but then you actually get this banana bump at the end. 'Cause
Exactly.
It's yeah, and I think with this one that these guys have bought in French's Forest, I think French's Forest is really coming alive because the biggest Bunnings in Australia being
It's been
built
built.
across the road. That's the biggest Bunnings in
Yes.
Australia, $42 million build.
Massive.
So I think people are going to come into this area, look at these finished warehouses, and go, "I want one of those."
Yeah, definitely.
Finished
Product.
So you got to have vision, got to have
Mhm.
balls to buy something like that now.
Exactly.
I've bought in here.
Ah, yeah.
I've bought in here. I think it's very good.
Mhm.
Lot of good clients. I've smart, advanced investors have bought in here. So that's the tale of the sale
Mhm.
of this beautiful property. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want to talk about the developer at all?
No, definitely. Like he's one
That's
of our
important.
customers.
Who's selling it?
It's Trend Living.
Yep.
Is the company, and they built so many on northern beaches, and everyone they build, people just jump on it because the design is so modern and so future proof, I would say.
Yep.
Because it's very convenient. Like imagine if you have a storage unit, all one level,
Wow.
no lift, no ramp. You just drive in, drive out. So if you have a big trailer or a boat, there's no hassle of a lift or a ramp or tight corners.
And some of the old stuff's donkey. Like some of these properties, the one we just sold in Chard Road, like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that was something built 75 years ago.
Yeah.
The way people are building now, this tech's much smarter.
Yeah, very much.
The way the usage of space is much better.
Yeah.
So you're getting that advantage, I think. And something I've noticed investors are talking about that are bought in this building, particularly these guys, land tax.
Ah, yes.
So your land tax, and you may dismiss this quickly if you're not affected by land tax,
Yeah.
but these guys that are owning these, like that one we sold in Chard Road, someone that owns that asset is going to be paying probably 40 grand a year in land tax.
Yeah.
That's just for owning the asset. They're paying 40 grand a year this year, maybe 43 grand next year, maybe 47 grand. That's just money out.
Keeps going up, yeah.
But when it's a strata like this one here, as in, i.e., there's 83 warehouses, they all share the land tax bill.
Exactly.
So it becomes like almost inconsequential.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Very much.
So there you go, tale of the sale. Well done on that. Congratulations to the purchasers. Very
Exactly.
clever what they
Very good design.
what they modified. I had a buyer chasing it that missed it because that was so far.
Oh, yeah.
So well done, mate.
Thank you.
And
Cool.
well, congratulations to everyone in